Today we will discuss the preparation of few salt, their property and their uses. First, bleaching powder, calcium chlorohypochlorite. Bleaching powder, CaOCl Cl. That is that exact formula, but simplified formula CaOCl2. Calcium chlorohypochlorite. Calcium chlorohypochlorite. First, you have to learn preparation. Now, when slaked line means calcium hydroxide. When slaked line reacts with chlorine, produce bleaching powder and water. Next, what is the property of that bleaching powder? Now, if we keep bleaching powder for longer time, it loses its bleaching property due to auto-oxidation. To keep it in airtight container. Next, now we use bleaching powder for bleaching purpose. Now, if the amount of bleaching powder is more, then what happened? It will bleach the dark particle as well as that fabric color. So in that case, during dry wash, that bleaching powder along with anti-clothes, you have to use anti-clothes. One example of anti-clothes, sodium bisulfite, NaHSO3, anti-clothes. Means it absorbs the excess chlorine that evolved from that bleaching powder. So sodium bisulfite act as an anti-chlorine. It act as a bleaching agent in textile industry, paper industry, and in laundry. So act as a bleaching agent. In textile industry, first one textile industry, second one paper industry. That white paper we get, actually it is not that original crude paper. On bleaching only we get this type of white paper. Third one in laundry. Second use, act as a disinfectant. To disinfectant water we use bleaching powder. That's why see sometimes in that supply water you get that smell of chlorine. That is due to that bleaching powder only. Again, swimming pool water also disinfected by that bleaching powder. So second use as disinfectant. To that disinfectant, it acts as a disinfectant for water. For water. Why it act as an oxidizing agent? Now, when bleaching powder reacts with water, it produces chlorine, and chlorine is a strong oxidizing agent. So, due to that chlorine, bleaching powder act as a oxidizing agent. So, we used it in chemical industry, act as a oxidizing agent. Now, baking powder, baking soda, not same thing. Baking soda is the main ingredients of baking powder. Sodium chloride, ammonia, CO2, water. All these reacts to form ammonium chloride and sodium bicarbonate. Now, on heating, sodium bicarbonate, we get sodium carbonate. On heating sodium bicarbonate, we get sodium carbonate, CO2 and water. Next, uses. First, you say that it is the main ingredient of baking powder. Main ingredient of baking powder. What is baking powder? The baking soda plus small amount of edible acid. That means which we can consume, edible acid. Generally, that tartaric acid. So, baking powder equal to baking soda plus tartaric acid. Now that tartaric acid, see present in that tamarind, that one tartaric acid, and it is edible organic acid. Next, you have to learn what is the function of baking soda. That means baking powder. Now, when we add baking powder to any food substance, like see preparation of bread, cake, we use that baking powder. Also, for that Cocoa we use baking powder. Now how it works? Now that acid plus bicarbonate, it generate CO2 plus water, and when that CO2 escape, that food substance that become puffy or spongy. That is the mechanism. Now that baking powder, it evolve CO2, and that CO2 generate large number of pores in that food substance, and it become spongy and soft. Food substance, baking powder that generates CO2 and that water. That is the reaction involved. Second use, act as a antacid. Act as a antacid. Now, basic in nature. Sodium bicarbonate basic in nature. That's why it neutralizes the excess acid produced in our body. So it acts as a antacid. So reaction involves in NaHCO3 plus HCl. So NaCl plus So in that way, baking soda act as a antacid. Third use. Now in soda acid fire extinguisher, see what happened? Now in metallic container, large amount of sodium, that bicarbonate is taken, and inside that, in a small that glass tube, concentrated H2SO4 is taken. Now how it works? Now during that any fire, we have to break that seal. When we break that seal, what happened? That inside that glass tube, it breaks, and that H2SO4, concentrated H2SO4, reacts with bicarbonate, and it produces large amount of CO2, which act as a fire extinguisher. So the reaction involves the NaH CO3 plus H2SO4 form H2SO4 plus CO2 plus water. This reaction takes place in that soda acid fire extinguisher. Next thing, it is also used as a preservative in milk. So last one, act as a preservative in milk. Now during summer, what happens? See that milk, it convert into that lactic acid, and due to that lactic acid, it becomes sour. So to prevent that, if we add small amount of sodium bicarbonate, it will neutralize the lactic acid produced. In that way, that sodium bicarbonate act as a preservative in milk. Next one, washing soda. Washing soda. Na2CO3 dot 10H2. It contains 10 water of crystallization. That water molecule which help in the formation of crystal. So now preparation. Preparation is same. When we heat sodium bicarbonate, it produce that sodium carbonate, CO2 and water. Just we learn. Why it is called washing soda? Now see, it has a property to remove grease or dirt particle from that clothes. That's why it is called washing soda. In the higher class, we will learn that what is borax, Na2B4O7.10 H borax. Third use is used to remove permanent hardness of water. Because when that bicarbonate reacts with that salt which cause permanent hardness, like that chloride, sulfate, magnesium chloride or magnesium sulfate, when it reacts, it will form insoluble carbonate. In that way, it used for removing permanent hardness. Last one, it used as cleansing agent.